I'm here today outside the UK mission of the International Committee of the Red Cross for the second time in 2 months to protest at their recent actions in Palestine. The Geneva Convention gives the International Committee of the Red Cross a mandate to provide humanitarian protection and assistance for victims of armed conflict, including prisoners and their families, and to promote international humanitarian law as enshrined in the Geneva Conventions. Unfortunately, the International Committee of the Red Cross has failed to do this for Palestinian political prisoners and their families. The International Committee for the Red Cross has reduced family visits for Palestinian political prisoners held in Israeli prisons from just 2 to just 1 visit per month, beginning in July 2016. We condemn this shameful decision that has had a catastrophic impact on the lives of Palestinian families. Most families in Palestine have loved ones abducted and caged by the illegal Israeli occupation. Before our last visit here, we spoke to one mother whose son has been imprisoned by the occupation for 3 years to find out how this callous decision by the International Committee of the Red Cross has impacted her family. Nana is only permitted to visit her son twice a month for 45 minutes. To get to the prison, she must join a coach organized by the International Committee of the Red Cross and endure a 6 to 7 hour journey through the maze of Israel checkpoints from the West Bank where she lives to the prison in Israel. The International Committee of the Red Cross should be working to bring an end to the Israeli obstructions of family visits and the Israeli violations of the Geneva Conventions. But instead, the International Committee of the Red Cross has shockingly announced that from July 2016, it is reducing family visits by 50% for adult male prisoners, from 2 visits a month to just 1 visit a month. The right to 2 visits per month was something Palestinian prisoners fought very hard for through many sacrifices, including enduring hunger strikes before the Israeli occupation relented to agreeing to 2 visits a month. Now, the International Committee of the Red Cross is denying the prisoners this right. They are acting as an arm of the occupation and are complicit in Israel's denial of family visits to Palestinian political prisoners. Naomi Shamlawi has sent us a message which we delivered to the UK mission of the International Committee of the Red Cross at our last process on the 5th of August 2016. Naomi's letter reads,
I am Naomi Shamlawi, mother of Ali Shamlawi, who is now in Al-Nakba prison. My son has spent more than 3 years in prison, and I used to visit him twice monthly. But from July, the Red Cross decided to reduce the visits to 50%. The Israeli government deprived me from my son. It was a chance to see my son twice a month. But now the Red Cross wants to prevent even this chance. The Red Cross must help us, not the Israeli occupation in its crimes against us. Without the help of the Red Cross, we will suffer and face many difficulties in trying to visit our children in Israeli prisons. Apart from the exorbitant cost of around $250 to arrange a visit, We also have to contend with the impossibility of negotiating with the Israeli military to achieve such a feat. The decision to cut family visits to once a month will have terrible repercussions. One example is that my daughter was finally given permission to visit her brother, whom she misses terribly. The permit is for one visit and is only valid between the 10th of July and the 23rd of August. I had visited my son Ali on July the 6th, with the next scheduled Red Cross visit being on August the 24th. This means my daughter will not be allowed to see her brother, and the permit, which was very difficult to get, will be wasted. She will not get another permit for at least 6 months. If there were 2 visits in a month, like there was before the Red Cross decision, she could have visited her brother Ali. We hope that the Red Cross will reconsider and stop this unfair decision and remain the humanitarian organisation it is supposed to be. Signed, Naomi Shamlawi.
We are here to demand the International Committee of the Red Cross wield a considerable power. Their unique position provides them to help the families of Palestinian political prisoners. The International Committee of the Red Cross was created on the mandate of ensuring that the Geneva Conventions are upheld. What's the point of the International Committee of the Red Cross if they turn a blind eye to Israel's systematic breach of the Geneva Conventions and then go further and actually help the illegal Israeli occupation shred the Geneva Conventions by denying families the right to visit their loved ones languishing in illegal Israeli prisons? Rather than challenging why Israel is only allowing 2 visits per month, the International Committee of the Red Cross has cut that to just 1 visit per month. Shame on you, International Committee of the Red Cross!
Shame on you!
Shame on you, International Committee of the Red Cross!
Shame on you!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
We are also here today to demand the immediate and unconditional freedom for the 3 Palestinian hunger strikers, Malik al-Qadi, the brothers Mahmoud al-Balbul and Mohammed al-Balbul, and an end to administrative detention. All 3 have been on hunger strike since July 2016 to protest their imprisonment by Israel without charge or trial under administrative detention. Because there is no charge, they have no way to defend themselves, and administrative detention orders can be indefinitely renewed at the behest of the Israeli military occupation with total impunity. Some prisoners have been on rolling administrative detention orders for 11 years. Their only hope was to go on hunger strike to demand their freedom. As for their health reaches a critical state after being on hunger strike for over 2 months, Israel claims their detention has been suspended, but their confinement has not ended, and they remain imprisoned with their administrative detention still in place, ready to be unsuspended should they end their hunger strike and their health recover. Al-Qadi is already in an induced coma due to his weak state, and all 3 are in significant risk of forced treatment and force feeding, especially after the Israeli Supreme Court ruling upheld the force feeding law. In contravention of the World Medical Association's complete rejection of the practice of being tantamount to torture. Israeli doctors have previously participated in the torture of Palestinian prisoners, like the torturing to death of Arafat Jaradat in 2013. 4 Force feeding is another form of torture that has already resulted in the deaths of 5 Palestinian political prisoners in the past. The latest news is that over 50 fellow Palestinian political prisoners have just gone on hunger strike in solidarity with Malik al-Qadi, Mahmoud al-Balbul and Mohammed al-Balbul. Today, 750 Palestinians are systematically, similarly caged without charge or trial under Israel's illegal policy of punitive detention, administrative detention.
Illegal rocket strikes into Israel.
This includes many children.
Raise your right.
We are here today to demand an end to administrative detention. Freedom for Malik al-Qadi, Mahmoud al-Balbul and Mohammed al-Balbul. Freedom for the 750 Palestinians caged without charge or trial under administrative detention. And freedom for over the 7,000 Palestinian political prisoners that are today languishing in Israeli dungeons. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
It's a crime against humanity. It also turned into a prison camp. Apartheid war divides the West Bank. We are the people, and this is our